Bonjour, ça va? Hola, ¿cómo estás? It's me, the Lost Canuck, coming at you live and in person in the barbecue lab. So hey, on today's video, for all you Blazn Grillworks fans out there, this video is for you. We're going to fire up the Grand Slam grill with the little roll box from Smoke Chasers. So you get to see the Grand Slam and the roll box in action. So what we're making today is this hatch chili pork shoulder. Okay? So I don't know if you remember these at Costco. Costco was selling these normally for $2.99 a pound. This one's what, 7.86 pounds. So normally this would have been 23 bucks for this hatch chili pork shoulder. All it is a pork shoulder, boneless, marinated in hatch chili sauce. But they were trying to get rid of these for $1.99 a pound when I bought them, and I bought a couple, threw them in the freezer. So I just took one out of the freezer. So we're going to take this, throw it on the Grand Slam overnight, and make some pulled pork tacos tomorrow. Now, they won't be done in time for the big hockey game that I'm excited about tomorrow, but they'll be done in time for supper. So we're having tacos for supper tonight. You'll get to see if they're any good. So we're going to take this Swift hatch chili pork shoulder that I got at Costco. We're going to turn it into these yummy, delicious pulled pork tacos. Stay tuned. Okay, so what you got to do is we'll pull this out of the package, and what I'm going to do is I've read online that the hatch chili marinade that it's already in is not bad, but it does need a little help. So I'm going to use this Meat Church fajita seasoning. This stuff's really good, goes good with tacos. So let's cut this out. This will be the fastest, easiest, quickest prep you've ever seen the Lost Canuck do. Okay, so let's just cut it out of the cryovac. So there's where the bone used to be. I'll just cut some of the little hangy pieces off the sides. It's actually not bad. They didn't do a terrible job trimming. Okay, so to help this thing along, I'm just going to put a little bit of this Meat Church fajita. I don't know if you're timing me, but this shouldn't take very long at all. Okay, yeah, that's where you can see where the cracks are here in the meat. This is where they deboned it. Okay, we're done. That's it. That's all you have to do. We're going to let this sit in the fridge. We're going to lift this grid out, throw it out on the pit. So next time you see me, I'll be down at the pit lighting the roll box and getting the little Blazn ready. So I'll see you down there. Hey, all right. Well, we're out here in the barbecue barn, and we're down at the pit. I've got my roll box all set up here. Got my lighter ready, and just getting ready to light this thing up. So I'll take the camera off the tripod so you can take a look at what I'm doing. And then we'll get it going, and then I'll put that last piece of wood in, close the lid, and get it all set up. So we're going to put the roll box in on the Blazn Grillworks in the belly here, and then we'll wheel it outside, crank it up to 200 Fahrenheit on the pellets, and we'll let it go overnight. Okay, so you can see I've got my roll box full of wood, and this is my last piece after I get it lit. Okay, so I've got Char-Logs on the bottom. Okay, these fit side by side in there really nice, and I think they run a little longer and hotter, so I'm going to do that. So let's get this thing lit, and the lid closed, and the guts, the deflector plate put back in, and everything ready, and we'll get outside. All right, so let's light this thing. There we go. Okay, I'm going to let that burn in here for a couple minutes. Get the charcoal going, and then we'll get it outside. All right, well, we're outside. We got the roll box lit, and it's going. I just turned the pit on. It smells like charcoal. This is just from the roll box. It's not steam. I know some people have said it's steam. Well, now the pellets are starting to catch, so it's getting more. But our little roll box puts out a lot of smoke, so I got it set at 200. I'm going to run inside and get the pork shoulder. We'll throw it on overnight. See you in a minute. All right, well, we're down at the pit. You can see I got smoke set at 200. And we got the pork shoulder out here. And I'm just going to put a couple of temperature probes in. I'm going to use my RFX, the old reliable one, which I can trust. And I'm going to try the meat stick out just for fun. So let's put the RFX in the thickest part here. Right about here. That'll give us good internal temperatures. All right, so we got our temp probes in. We're smoking. What time is it here? Yeah, it's 10 p.m. Okay, perfect. So by the time I get up in the morning and start watching my hockey game, this thing may be ready to wrap. We'll see. And again, we're getting 30-mile-an-hour winds out here tonight, so the wind chill is actually below 0 Fahrenheit right now. If you can see how windy it is. Let's get this pork shoulder in here. All right. Okay, well, next time I see you guys, it'll be morning. So I'll see you in the morning when it's time to probably pull and wrap this thing. See you in a bit. All right, well, good morning. And we're out here at the pit. The pork's been on for 9 hours overnight. Just sitting at 200. Getting a little smoke here off the Blazn. Let's take a look at the bark. It's ready to pull. It's 162 internal. Oh wow, that looks great. The bark on that thing, it's beautiful. Okay, so let's put it in the pan, get it all wrapped up, and put it back on the pit. See you in a second. All right, well, we got her in the pan. I'm gonna throw it back on the pit here after we get it wrapped up inside. Okay, well, we're in the barbecue lab, and I've got the pork pulled off in the pan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of this fajita seasoning on it and some butter to make it nice and juicy. And then I'm going to put a little bit of Frank's Red Hot sauce on top, and then put some apple cider vinegar in the bottom. Okay, so let's get started. All right, well, let's get this thing wrapped up. I'm going to put some butter on the bottom, so I got to lift this up. Pull one of these probes out of here. And it's tough to do when you're by yourself. Okay, so putting these pads of butter in the bottom. So there's the bottom. We're going to do the top. Some butter on top. I don't know if you can see that or not. Okay, so that's plenty of butter. Got some on the top, some on the bottom. We're going to put a little bit of this Frank's Red Hot. Since it is for tacos, this is just Frank's Hot Original, Red Hot Original. Okay, and then finally, for the bottom, we're just going to take some apple cider vinegar just to keep it moist. Okay, and that's all there is to it, basically. Now we just wrap the top with foil, put a couple temperature probes in, and we should be good. So hang on a second. Okay, so I'm just going to wrap it with foil. Okay, so I checked before I brought it in. The internal temperature of this thing is about 162. It's in the stall, 163. So what we're going to do is take a couple of our meat probes. and just probe them. Yeah, it goes in nice and easy actually. Okay, so let's go back out. Now this is my meat stick. That's my RFX. I'm still fooling around with this meat stick to see if I like it. Okay, so let's go back out to the pit, throw this back on, and should be done within, so it's 7, a little after 7 now, time for my hockey game. And we're going to throw this on the pit. Should be done in maybe 4 hours or so. We're going to pull it when the internal temperature reaches right around 203, 205 in there so we can shred it for tacos. But I'm going to pull it, put it in my warming oven, and then wait for supper tonight, then we'll shred it. So I'll see you out at the pit. All right, well, you saw us wrap this thing. It's in foil, it's in the pan, here it is. It's inside there with my probes. And so what I'm going to do now is turn this up to 275. It's set at 200 right now. So, and it is cold out here. Turn this up to 275. So it's at 275. That little roll box did a great job, by the way. You saw the bark on there. That's from, it went about 2.5 hours with extra heavy smoke on the front end of the cook. So that's why you got the nice bark. All right, so now we've got it cranked up to 275. I probably need to feed some more pellets in there. Let's take a look. Let's take a quick look. Oh yeah, it used about 20 pounds overnight. Yeah, it was cold. It's about 1 degree out here Fahrenheit. So I'm gonna go throw some more pellets in here, and then we'll see you in about, I'd say, 4 hours when it's time to pull it and throw it in the warming oven. See you then. All right, well, we're down at the little Vevor warming oven. I got it set at 147. And I know the internals are right around 160. So let's open this thing up, grab our pulled pork, our Mexican taco pulled pork, and bring it upstairs. I'll see you upstairs in a second, and we're going to shred this stuff up. Hey, well, we're upstairs here in the barbecue lab. Took the pulled pork out of the Vevor holding oven. And I'm just going to do a quick internal temperature check. That's what I'm trying to say. And so I don't know, probes like butter, 158, 158. So it looks like it's, yep. So this stuff should shred up pretty easy. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out, put it in a pan, shred it by hand, put a little bit more of this Meat Church fajita seasoning in it. This is good stuff. And then pour some of the liquid on it, okay? So let's do that. Make sure you got, oh boy, look at that, making a big mess for the dogs. It's all over the floor now. It's so tender, it's shredding apart while I'm moving it. Look at the bark on here. I don't know if you can see that, but the bark really developed nice. Okay. So let's we'll move our juice out of the way. And we'll move this up here. And we're going to shred this up. It just should pull apart with your fingers like this. Look at if you can see that, look at the great smoke ring on there. That little roll box did a really nice job in the first few hours of the smoke. Got lots of smoke on there. It smells great. And remember, it was marinated with Hatch chilies right from Costco. Man, this looks great. The bark looks awesome. It just shreds apart so easily. So now that we're shredded, we'll just do a little taste test to see if it does need any seasoning. I dropped some on the counter here. Here's a little piece of the crust for the videographer. It's hot. It's really hot. And I'll have some. Cheers. So, like I said, if you think you need some more seasoning, put it in. Videographer says it's perfect. I believe her. It's all shredded. And what you do, now we're not going to eat all of this tonight, but what I'm going to do is we'll eat some for our tacos, and I'm going to seal it in my vacuum chamber, and I'm going to put a little bit of this juice in there. Actually, should put a little juice in right now, just a little bit. Doesn't need it; it's very moist. But this is how you do it. Okay, so let's get the cutting board out. We'll build some tacos and put it to the test. All right, well, got all my taco ingredients out here. Time to build a taco. Now, the Lost Canuck's a gringo from Canada, so these aren't really authentic taco shells. I probably would use the soft ones, but we're gonna use some hard shells because that's what I like. Yeah. Leave me a comment. Tell me how bad I am. Anyways, let's get these taco shells stuffed up, and you just basically get yourself some tongs. It's all pulled. Now, you don't have to make tacos with this. This stuff makes awesome burritos, nachos, like pulled pork nachos, anything that you can think of that's fiesta style. You can do it. So let's take some of this meat, fill our tacos up. Oh, this looks good. I probably put too much meat in that one. Well, that's true. It is a barbecue channel, so I guess there isn't too much meat. I guess I can take the stuff that goes off the sides. These are mine anyways. Okay, so I'm a jalapeno kind of guy, so I'm going to put a little bit of jalapenos in mine. Onions, probably too much, but hey, you know what? I got a bad breath. It doesn't matter. All right. Oh, I really like this Chihuahua shredded cheese. It's really melts nice on your tacos. Dogs like it too. Okay, so there's that. Oh, and then I guess I could put some of this fresh salsa. This is really good with cilantro. Oh yeah, some lettuce. Okay, there we go. Then we'll top her off with some sauce. Look at that, I've overfilled the tacos. Yeah, I like this Yellow Bird hot sauce. Good stuff. It's good on everything. Don't want to use too much or you'll burn your... It's spicy. Okay, there's our tacos. Lost Canuck made a couple tacos. I got about enough meat here to last me for 3 weeks. Like I said, I'm going to vacuum seal it, freeze it. We can sous vide it later. All right, let's try one out. I'm going to make a big mess here. Actually, I should get a plate. All right, so we got a plate so I don't make a giant mess. Because usually when I eat these things, they go all over the place. So let's eat this one that's a little smaller. All right, cheers. We know the meat's good. Delicious. Awesome tacos. And again, I got lots of sauce there from the pulled pork. When I go to vacuum seal these, I'm going to put in some sauce so it locks in on the flavor. All right, so man, this is it's a cheap meal. Like I said, I picked these up. They're out at Costco, $1.99 a pound. They were trying to blow them out. I have them in my freezer. You know, I wanted to empty out some of the stuff out of my freezer, so I thought I'd make a nice meal tonight. So, final thoughts and conclusions. It's easy to make pulled pork. If you got any kind of pellet smoker, drum smoker, stick burner, charcoal barbecue, any of the above, okay? Any method you want, making a pork shoulder is probably one of the easier things you can make. They're very forgiving and they're tasty. I did this one overnight. And the Rollbox from Smoke Chasers, that thing really added a lot of smoke. Like the bark on here is amazing. Like I could eat the bark all day. Yeah, you got that charcoaly smoke flavor on there too. Very good. And I also used a good quality pellet. I used my Lumberjack Hickory pellets on the cook. Worked out very nice. So the little Blazn grill works. You know, that thing just works no problem. It's your standard U.S. built pellet grill. Smoke Chasers Rollbox, made in the USA. And then pork shoulder from Costco. This happened to be marinated with hatch chilies. Okay? Nice flavor, really nice, smooth, not spicy. It's not really spicy. It's very, very tasty. So that's that. All right. So look, if you're new to the channel, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate that. Don't forget to consider hitting that that like for sure button. It really helps the channel out, okay? Helps me grow, helps YouTube decide who this should go out to. Please, if you got value out of this, you enjoyed the video, you like my hat, whatever, hit that like button. Really appreciate it. All right, and then don't forget to hit you. So besides hitting that like, subscribe, and notify me buttons, leave me a comment below. I answer them all. And if you want to see me cook something else on any of my other equipment out there, happy to answer your questions or cook whatever. I've had some viewers reach out, like the pork steak video I just did. A viewer reached out and asked me about that, so I made those. My ribs, all that stuff. Okay, and then finally, look, if you liked anything I used here in the video tonight, outside, my hay grill, hay gloves, my thermometers, my anything at all, check out my Lost Canuck affiliate store. There's a link in the video description below. It helps the channel out. It helps me buy meat and things like that. I make a very small commission on that, and but it doesn't cost you guys anything extra. It's like if you're on regular Amazon or my Amazon page, it's the same price. Okay, and then finally, hey, consider following me on Instagram. Okay, I'm up to 900 followers now. I'm trying to get over that 1,000 mark. So here's the QR code at Lost Canuck BBQ. And like I say, I post different things on there once in a while, some previews of things that I'm going to cook. So check me out over there. All right. We're at the point in the video where I just finished eating my free bowl of soup that I got with my hat.
This is the worst looking hat I ever saw. Well, you buy a hat like this, I'll bet you get a free bowl of soup, huh? Oh, it looks good on you, though.
All right, so enough of that silliness. Don't forget, be kind to each other. It's super important nowadays. You know, it's really getting tough out there. People are, there's a lot of bad stuff out there, okay? So just remember, you never know what other people are going through. Be kind. It really matters. It helps. Okay, mental health is super important. Okay, that's it. Don't forget to follow me and check out some of my other content. Lost Canuck says, bye-bye. Love you guys. Catch you on the next video.